Hello guys, Messenger of Death here, and today we're going to be opening 100 Andromon rifts, trying to get the Andromon pieces which are needed for Machine Dramon. Now, I've got 100 of these, and it took me a long time to get 100 of them, over a month's worth of farming. We're starting off with 4.8 mil near enough, and we're going to open all 100 and see how many Andromon drops we get, as well as what all the drops are in general. Now, generally, most of the mobs that you'll farm these Andromon rifts from will be from either Server Desert or certain mobs inside of Infinite Mountain. So we're going to pop our first one, essentially here, and we are going to go and open that up. So this will be in the Gear Savannah area, which is this map here. Now, you have a chance of getting two different mobs. You can potentially either get a Andromon or a Chuumon rift. Andromon is the one we want because that could drop the Andromon piece. Now, Andromon is a vaccine, and a strong vaccine, so you definitely will be wanting a data team to handle this. I'm hoping these guys are good enough at 65 to do this. If not, I'll have to go back to the grinding board maybe. I've got a backup team if we need it. The problem is with my animal Karimon, well, it is incredibly strong. Steel and Andromon kind of resist steel, so that's kind of a bit of an issue. But yeah. This is unfortunately the Chuumon spawn, which is really not what we want, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And yeah, as you can see, the rift is tough. Because in this instance, we have Datas versus Virus, which is obviously a big no bueno, because these guys are going to be strong against us, and we're going to do less damage to them. So this rift is kind of a bit of an annoying / difficult one to deal with, just purely based on the fact of this situation right here. Means you're going to kind of want a vaccine team to back you up. But I just wanted to have a data team out and show you that it is going to be a nightmare to do at the end of the day, unfortunately, and there's not much you can really do about it. You just need to make sure you bring a vaccine team when you hear at these Chuumon. And as you can see, one of my mons is getting very heavily damaged, which is a pain in the backside, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, my number 3 key on my keyboard is missing, so that's why it took me a while to press that there. I have to actually get like I've got a pair of scissors right now I used to push the button in. And this is just one Chuumon down. It's a very big issue, as we can see, because I can't heal all my mons, unfortunately. And these guys do not drop the item that I am after either. So, in regards to dealing with these in the future, I will be bringing a vaccine team to take them on, because this is obviously quite a problem, obviously. But we got to deal with it. You know, this is. I've only got datas right now, and that's just unfortunately not much I can really do about it in that regard. Despite how much investment I have, these rifts are very hard to do. It's nothing like the Digimon rift that you saw me do previously, where it was fairly easy. These rifts are going to be tough to deal with. It's recommended to be around level 70, but I'm trying it at level 65. If I struggle with it, I am going to bump it up to 70, but with that said, all we can really do is what we could do. Just try and get through it at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we are going to have a very tough time here. Well, there's only one left, so it's not too bad, I guess, but Unfortunately, our mons are going to start going down. And we just gotta suck it up and deal with it. Now, the sad thing is, I don't exactly have any investment in some of these mons. So I need to hope that my datas alone can take care of Andromon. Now when it comes to Andromon, I'm not fighting 3 of them. It's just a single Andromon, like these 3 Chuumon that we see right here. But still, as you can see, this is kind of turning into a bit of a hassle. Despite them being Chuumons. So this is going to be a very long rift opening video that I'm going to do, which is why I did not want to do this on stream. It's a lot easier for me to be reactive when I finally get the item that I need, you know. It'd also help if I weren't missing my attacks, you know. But unfortunately, it's just something we have to deal with. So, you saw how difficult that was and how much of a pain in the backside that was. This is what we're going to be dealing with. On the bright side, we got 33k bits, which isn't too bad, which is a lot better than what we got at the Andromon. And essentially, same rewards as last time, but you can get more Tetris blocks. There's a chance of getting the black cubes now. You can get more EVP chips on a drop, and books and toys. As well as these items for your percent-based Tetris blocks. But yeah, I'll be back once I revise my team. Okay, so I pulled out my level 90 vaccines for the sake of dealing with the Chuumon if we get them again. I don't really care because the Chuumon doesn't give me the reward I'm after. If it comes to Andromon, obviously I don't want to be using that, but for the Chuumon Rift, I don't care if we get that one, you know? Honestly, I'm going to move this because I just don't have access to my number 3 key, so we'll have to do it that way. And again, we got on Chuumon, so in this instance, I'm going to be pulling out the big boys just to make sure we breeze through this. So I'll be back when we get to an Andromon one. In fact, this fight's almost over, so I'm actually going to see how much less bits we get, just so I can give you a bit of a reference of how much we're losing by having level 90s here. And what? So not only does it affect drop chance, but as you can see, I got like pretty much half the amount of bits. So do bear that in mind when it comes to using high levels for taking on the Chuumon. You are going to get less bits, and you're not going to get the drops. As you can see, I didn't get the chest there for that time. So do bear that in mind if you don't want to go through the quicker way of dealing with it. It's going to take you a lot longer, but if you go for the quicker route, you don't get the drops. Okay, so this time the Andromon Rift has procced. We have to actually go further up the mountain, essentially, to get to it. So, you are talking quite a bit of travel to do this Rift, of course. Because, obviously, between this spot here and the Chuumon down here, it's a long journey, and we can't even get there that way. Wow. That is rather irritating that we can't go that way. We'll try and find our pathway through. I'll speed this up. Okay, so we're here at the Andromon Rift. And this guy is level 60, so bear that in mind. And as you can see, he's just on his own. So we don't have to worry too much, but at the same time, he can deal a lot of damage. Now, these guys I've got quite a bit of investment in. All of them are around 40% strength investment each. For the sake of making this go much easier. I think Tamon's at like 30-odd%. And whatnot. So the Andromon is definitely the easier and quicker fight. Oddly enough, considering, you know, the Chuumons, but that's just purely because of the fact that it's just one guy to deal with, and I got 3 of them beating my ass. But essentially, this guy does drop the, he can drop the Andromon part for the Machinedramon transformation for the Machinedramon, which is what I am after most of all over everything else, essentially. So, from here on, I'm going to be opening all these. If I get a drop, I'll make note of it, and I'll calculate how many of these have opened before I got it. So, I will be back. You know, I swear they've made the Andromon Rift easier, because I remember way back on my old account, trying to take this guy on when everybody was level 60, and he was kicking my butt despite me having a data team. I'm sure they've nerfed him at some point, because it just feels way too easy. Oh, there's the big damage. Okay, yeah, so he can do big amounts of damage, but yeah, it's just interesting. This is unfortunately only my second one out of 6 that I've used so far, which is rather frustrating, especially considering how long it took me to get these. But we'll continue on. If you can get a Chuumon on your team that does have petrification as one of their moves, it can be quite useful here for dealing with our boy Andromon. Just a heads up. One tip I can really suggest when it comes to dealing with Andromon, by the way, if you can bring Digimon that have Thunder element, Andromon is actually weak to Thunder. So if you had, like, say, a Mega Seadramon, for example, with Lightning, it could be very useful here. I do have Seadramon. I could have gotten a Mega Seadramon, but I chose not to. Because I've already got 2 Metal Seadramons and a third one which still needs to be turned into a Metal Seadramon. So I really don't need it. When it comes to investing into another Seadramon, it's just a waste for me at that point. Now, one thing I should mention, when it comes to this farm, I don't have to do this. It used to be that you had to get all the parts yourself and get the achievement in order to obtain Machinedramon. So essentially you never used to be able to buy the part from another player to get Machinedramon. So technically I could have sold all 100 of these rifts and got 80 mil. And just pretty much bought all the parts that I need. I only need Metal Mammymon's part, which I've got the Digimon for. And this Andromon part is the last piece of the puzzle, which would only cost me 20 mil. So I'd essentially get 60 mil profit, essentially, by selling them all. But instead, I'm trying to earn it myself, because that's a lot more satisfactory to me. So you don't necessarily have to do this. But I farmed all 100 of these rifts, and by golly, I'm going to open all 100 of them, I'm going to farm them to get my Andromon part. Yes, I'm going to lose loads of bits doing so, but to me, this is an achievement. I want to earn my Machinedramon, not just buy Machinedramon, you know? It's a lot more fulfilling to me. So however you like to play, maybe you're different, you just want to get as fast as possible, you don't necessarily have to go this route. But this is something that I want to do. I also want the green data streams as well. See, when it comes to the green data streams, those are mandatory, unfortunately, because you do need to buy the recipes to be able to make Machinedramon. So you do need green data streams anyway. So do bear that in mind. You will have to open risks to get those. So, at the same time, to me, this is worth it in the end, anyway. Well, I am losing a ton on bits, essentially, by not selling them, because you sell for about 800k each, these rifts. At the same time, I am going to earn my part, get all my data streams that I need for the crafting recipes, because I need those. And at the end of the day, it's going to feel all the more sweeter. And I just got the Andromon part right there, while talking about it. That's the part we want, ladies and gentlemen. These sell for about 20 mil on the marketplace, are selling these for. And we got our first one. It took us 19 rifts to get our first one. We have 81 left. So theoretically, if I was to get 4 of these, I could essentially earn more by opening these, and I would sell in all my rifts on the market. Because if 4 of those is 80 mil, and I'm also getting bits from completing the rift itself, not to mention I'm getting all these lovely rewards, like Tetris Keys for strengthening more Digimon, the EVP and whatnot, and the Tetris blocker, slot things, you know, all this good stuff that I'm getting. I could potentially make more if RNG is in my favour. Now, whether RNG will be in my favour is another question. But we are going to open all 100 of these, even though I've got the part that I need. 80 more to go. I'll be back when we get our next part, and I'll tell you what number we get it on. Now, I have pulled out a vaccine team. I don't have a invested in vaccine team that was within the level limit. These guys are not really invested in. My Garudamon is 12% egg that I got at the 153 hour thing. My Leomon is not, neither is my Monzamon. They have basically no investment here. It does cost me quite a few of these vials to make it through this fight, because I run out of SP before I do it. So realistically, you kind of want a 60 to 70 team that is invested in. You got skill cubes invested into them and whatnot. These guys are all level 1 with their skills. So essentially for me, I'm nowhere doing as much damage as I should be. So do bear that in mind when you see me using these three. I do really like Leomon. It's a great Digimon. In this game, he kind of gets shafted for his speed, honestly. But again, Leomon always gets shafted. He's the Yamcha Digimon universe. He literally is. Only difference is people actually like Leomon, you know? But the game developers and the anime love to basically crap on Leomon in every iteration they get the chance. And I don't know why. He's a sacrificial lion. But yeah, essentially I'm not going to be using over 90s. I'm going to make sure I get all the chests I can. We did miss out on that one chest reward and whatnot, which is a pain, but I want to get as many rewards as I can at the end of this, and we'll count everything we get at the end of it as well, you know, from opening all the chests. That's definitely going to be a blast. But as you can see, I do need to invest in a lot of these vials to get through this, because I don't have investments. So probably try and get a vaccine team with 60 to 70, preferably level 70. Because Chuumon doesn't drop any actual part that you have to worry about. And 70 would just help you clear these guys faster if you had 3 level 70s essentially instead of what I've got here. But it is what it is. This is a good team I've pulled out to handle this because I really want to use Leomon for a bit. I do really enjoy the Leomon line. But with that said, yeah, I'll be back when we get our next Andromon part. Okay, we're coming up on our 30th rift now. This is rift number 30 we are opening. Still got another 70 to go. Honestly, the biggest time sink and the thing that's really making this a pain in the backside is honestly the 3 Chuumons. It just takes so long to get through a single fight because I have to burn through 3 of them with high HP pools as opposed to this fight where it's just one mon, you know. I find it crazy that the Chuumon are actually putting up a harder fight than the Andromon is, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is our 30th rift complete, so another 70 to go. This is going to be a very long grind, of course, and we'll see what we end up with at the end of it, of course. As for my next rift video that I'll be doing that when I get Skull Greymon, so I can get my Titanmon from this here Digitamon that I currently have. That'll be my next rift video that I do. Unfortunately, I've not got too many of those. I'll probably get about 50 of them and open those instead of 100, because it just takes way too long, honestly. And I just kind of want to get through these rift videos as quick as we can, as they do take a very long while to do. I already have a team set up for the Skull Greymon rift, so that's not going to be too big of an issue. Honestly, this one isn't too big of an issue. It's honestly just this Chuumon, because I just don't have an optimized, invested in level 60 to 70 vaccine team. Because all my vaccines I have invested in are all level 90, which then, of course, means I don't get the drop here. And there's our second Andromon Rift piece on, I believe that's number 34. Not bad. Not bad at all. Our 34th Rift rewarded us quite handsomely. So we will continue on, of course, and try and get as many drops as we can with these 100 that we have. But that has made me a very, very happy boy that we've already got 2 of them so far. So it seems that the drop isn't too crazily rare, honestly. It's not too bad. Maybe I've just gotten very lucky with RNG, perhaps. Or maybe I'm just thinking that it's not too bad, and then it's going to give me a dry spell. RNG is RNG, and whether RNGesus praises you or decides to slap you in the face is up to what RNGesus chooses to do, and we are all susceptible to the RNG, especially in this game, because there's so much of it. So I'm hoping we'll get more, but I'm happy I've got at least 2 of them. I was hoping for at least 2, possibly 3, but who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. But that has gotten me quite happy, I'm not gonna lie. We're going to continue on, and let's continue to get our rewards if we can. Okay, we're activating Rift number 50, and that will give an achievement, and that gives us 10 of the next Rift Detector. So, just like previously, when it came to... No, I just deleted it! What did I do? Oh, I just deleted all my rewards! No! It just gave me 10 Skull Greymon Rift Detectors, so I deleted it. Oh! Fail! Fail! How did I manage... Rip! Rip! 10 Skull Greymon Rift Detectors down the drain. No. I'm so salty that I really just failed that. I've never done that before, ever. And I've just done that. Well, rip to me. I'm so upset with myself for making that mistake. I'm so upset at myself. I've never done that before. And it's honestly because I'm very tired, honestly. Trying to get the rest of the Rift Detectors today. It just they weren't dropping. It's costing me hours worth of time. And these rifts obviously take a very long time, so I'm fatigued, and I made a stupid mistake, and I started deleting my rewards like an idiot. And the annoying thing is, I didn't just get rid of the next 10 rifts, which wouldn't have been the Skull Greymon rifts as much as I would have liked it to have been. It would have been the one just before it that kind of looks like a Game Boy to a degree. I also got rid of my raid rewards for doing the Kuwagamon raid as well. So essentially I just, yeah, threw a load of stuff away. Like an idiot. Don't make the same mistake I did. It's just because honestly I'm very tired and I'm getting very fatigued doing this rift, which takes me absolutely forever to do. Because of these stupid flipping Chuumon where you have 3 of them to get rid of 50k's HP worth. And yeah, it honestly does take a while, as you can see, it really does. But yeah, essentially, I'm an idiot for doing that. But at least it's something for you guys to laugh at me about, eh? You guys ever made a mistake on this game? Please do let me know. I'd like to hear some more thoughts on people who possibly made that mistake. Anyway, I'll be back when we get a next drop. Honestly, it really is the biggest pain in the arse, these Chuumons. That is really draining me. I mean, it's 4:24 in the morning. I'm absolutely knackered. And it's really slowing me down. So I have a little theory that it was RNG that was just kind of on my side, because honestly, we're down to 37 of these now, and I've only had 2 Andromon rifts since you last saw me. All of them have been basically Chuumon, so literally RNG has just been on my side for this one. But I am sick to death of this stupid Chuumon bloody fight. If it wasn't for Chuumon, this would be a great rift to farm, but the Chuumon literally ruined every little thing about it. See, the main issue that we have when it comes to the Chuumon is I've got 150k HP worth of damage to deal. Which is like, what, 5 times the amount that we have to deal here for a single Andromon? It's crazy, bro. It literally is absolutely insane. Sweet's fine, takes me a good, like, 3 or so minutes just to complete. And it's an absolute nightmare. Honestly, if I didn't have 2 times speed, it'd be even worse. Literally, the Chuumon does literally ruin this rift and just make it so unbearably annoying. Even with investment, it's still taking me forever to pretty much do it. And you're more likely to get a Chuumon rift than you are to get an Andromon rift. Because so far, it's pretty much... I'd say it's been a good, like, 70% Chuumon and 30% Andromon. These Andromon rifts. You know, I've spent a good, like, 40 to 50 days farming 100 of these. And it really does suck that most of them have literally just been Chuumon, which isn't the mon that I want. Honestly, it's just kind of really slowed me down. Okay, this is our 80th rift. And oh my gosh, am I sick and flipping tired of these bloody Chuumon. Literally, I've been getting pretty much nothing but Chuumon. It's been absolutely horrible. I don't think I'm getting another Andromon piece. It's just highly unlikely. Just purely because of the fact of I just be getting screwed up with RNG with Chuumon every bloody time. I'll have like 5 Chuumon in a row and I'll get 1 Andromon, and I'll have another like 5 Chuumon in a row and I'll get a single Andromon. It's just not going well at all. It's been absolutely ridiculous. I really wish I'd just stuck with the 50 opening videos instead of 100 of them, because honestly, I'm very burnt out at this point. I just really want to switch off and just stop. It's past 6 in the morning now, and honestly, I'm just sick to death of these bloody Chuumon, and it's not even funny. 9%, it's a good like 9% of these have been Chuumon, and yeah, I'm just, especially losing those items early, slowly deleting them that I got for free. It's just really got me on a burnout period right now where I'm just like, I just want to stop, but I did say it'd be 100 Andromon Rift opening video. So I'm going through it for you guys, so if you'd hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It would really mean a lot to me. Because I'm absolutely shattered. But I must continue on. Till all 100 are open, like I said I was going to do. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Again, just a singular one, and then it's back to Chuumon multiple times. Oh my. Okay, so this is our 90th rift. We got 10 left. Honestly, I've given up so much progress I could have got out of that. All these millions I've pretty much wasted opening the rest of these. So yeah, it's fun. I should have literally just took the 2 Andromon parts I got and then was like, okay, yeah, that's it. You know, I got what I wanted in the first place and be done with it, you know, after 50. And I could have still made myself like a good, clean, easy 40 mil. And instead, I've just lost out on so much. We've not gotten a single Andromon part ever since that second one. And it's been a very long time. Because literally I've just not been fighting Andromon for the most part. So yeah, that's been a load of fun, I suppose. I've honestly lost so much money. I mean, technically I've got 40 mil worth of Andromon parts. Well, obviously I'm not selling them. These are needed for my 2 machine Chuumons I plan to make. So yeah, there's that. I was really hoping I would have at least gotten a 3rd one by this point, you know? But the RNG has just not been in my favour at all. Just 90% bloody Chuumon ever since, and I think in all these rifts, I've fought about 10 Andromon ever since I got that 2nd one. That's how bad it's been in terms of the RNG department in which mob I've been able to fight against. And it's severely hindered the amount of possible rewards I could have even gotten. That's for sure. Been really disappointing, not gonna lie. Not really much else to say about it. Other than this has kind of been a waste of time. I could have really used those mills and put them to my advantage and fixed so many of my Digimon that needed the strength fixing on them and stuff like that, but instead I wasted them on this video, so yeah, that's fun. 5 more left after this. Oh my gosh, back to Chuumon again. Can I not get a 3rd one? Like, come on. 96 of them, you know. Still not even got a 3rd one. That's ridiculous. And again, back to frickin' Chuumon. I finally get a break from it, and then it's 1, and then back to frickin' Chuumon. This was a waste of time. Come on, please. Just 1 more. Just 1 more. Pain. Well, we are down to our last rift. And looks like it is back Andromon. That is our 100th rift item we have now opened. Some weird reason, I don't know why, but I've logged in every single day and gotten my rewards. Somehow this is only day 12 instead of 13. Unlike this one, which makes no sense. But yeah. Sadly, no reward for opening 100 rift items. You know, you think, that'd be cool if you got another reward on top of it, but no, it's just the 50. Not gonna lie, I am incredibly upset with this run that I've had. I'm never doing a 100 opening video ever again, let alone any more of these Andromon rifts. The Chuumon literally killed every ounce of interest to me. Like, when I'm opening like 60 to 70 of these, and literally 90% of them end up being Chuumon instead of Andromon. And I have to go for 150k worth of HP every single time. And literally getting, like, shafted on, the chances of getting an Andromon, like, it really did suck. The fact that I never got a 3rd Andromon part just really kind of just made me very salty after all this. I feel like I pretty much deserved one after opening 100 of them. But, you know, I got absolutely shafted and the game said fuck you to me and just kept giving me Chuumon over and over. So, with that said, we got 53 data streams. I suppose that's alright, I guess. We got 2 Andromon pieces, so that's about 40 mil. So we're 40 mils short. Essentially, we earned about 3 mil worth of bits, give or take. And now for the rewards that we are going to get from this chest. Let me sort everything out first before we start opening it. Let's just pop all this and we'll see how much stuff we end up with at the end of it. We got 100 of these to open, so let's get all our rewards. Every last bit. Honestly, though, I am very burnt out, very upset. It's now 7:30 in the morning. It's been a terrible, arduous grind like you wouldn't believe. So we got 20 odd of these books now that we can open for potential Tetris blocks, which is not bad. We got a bunch of black cubes, or one or something. I don't remember how many black cubes I had beforehand. We did get 5-0 units though, because I know I definitely stored all them. 4 50% EVP chits, 24 books, 18 flutes, and 185 Tetris blocks. At least I got the parts that I needed for Digimon now, for the most part. And the green data streams, I may as well show off where you trade those in the Village of Beginnings, and why they are important. So you could buy all the parts, but you kind of can't do anything with all the parts without getting some green data streams anyway, so you do have to actually open some rifts. Regardless, doesn't have to be Lee's Rift, could be any rift. As long as it gives you a green data stream. And then you would essentially run all the way over to here. And you basically want the recipes that are here. So you need 76 of them. As you can see, I don't even have enough to get both of these. I need this one, definitely. I don't know which one that is, but it's something. You know that much. So let's open our recipe, and essentially this will tell you how to craft a particular part of Andromon. So you need all these items and some ultimate cubes as well. So yeah, that's a fun one. But there are other recipes we also have to do, of course, as well. Do I have enough for this one, which is going to cost me 30 more greens? I will be doing Skull Greymon risks of the Skull Greymon part for Titamon next, in terms of opening these rift videos, of course. I just have enough for the other recipe that they sell. So let's go and buy that, because it's needed at the end of the day. Give me that, lovely, and we will open this one. I need 155 crafting to open it, so I can't. Never mind. I gotta wait till my crafting goes a bit higher first. But yeah. That's 100 Andromon rifts opened. We only got 2 of them. It is what it is. Please give me a like, because I sacrificed tons of account progress that I could have gotten off all those 40 million extra bits. For the sake of this video, it really helped me out. With that said, thank you very much guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace. Have you seen me and my team? Lost some monsters here rocking with me. The digital, yeah, that's for sure. But I'm coming in with a dragon's roar. Across the skies, yeah, I'll soar. Kinoki falls back and coming for more. You don't want to see his hands on my Dreamon claws, blowing you back with a terror force.